How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have an exciting video for you guys. But before we start, if you guys could like the video or subscribe to the channel, it really means a lot to me. It keeps me motivated to keep on bringing amazing content every single week for you guys. But let's go ahead and get right into the video with all those disclaimers out of the way. I have a very exciting one today for you guys. It's about the third pick of the draft on my last two videos of the channel, which you can go check them out in the description below by going to the channel. I talked about what the first pick of the NBA draft and the second pick of the NBA draft with the Timberwolves and the Warriors. They were pretty good videos in my opinion, so if you guys want to check those out, those are always up. But today I'm going to be going into the third pick of the draft with the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets obviously will have the third overall selection in the 2020 NBA draft after jumping up 5 spots in the NBA draft lottery the other night, a couple weeks ago. The Hornets entered the lottery with a 26.2% chance of receiving a top 4 pick, including a 6.7% chance of even getting the number 3 pick. The Hornets will have the third pick, the 32nd pick, and the 56th pick overall selections in the 2020 draft, which will be held obviously in October. This marks the third highest jump in the NBA draft lottery in Hornets history. The largest jumps came when Charlotte landed the number 3 selection in 1999, despite having just a 1.83% chance of moving into the top 3, and the number 2 pick in 1992 with a 6.48% chance. The 2020 NBA draft will be the third time in the franchise history that the Hornets have had the number 3 pick. The last 2 times was when Charlotte selected Baron Davis of UCLA in the 3rd overall selection in 1999, and Adam Morrison of Gonzaga with the 3rd pick in the 2006 NBA draft. Knowing all this, going into this draft, as I always said, I feel like the Hornets pick will pretty much depend on who the Timberwolves and the Warriors get. Whatever goes, the first 2 picks will depend on who the Hornets take. It has been noted and shown by their general manager, Mitch Kupchak, that the Hornets are not focusing on just one player, but all players, by the means of they're going for the most talented player that they believe who is at that spot. So whoever is the most talented player at the number 3 spot, they are picking. They don't really care about position. And in my opinion, I think that's a good strategy. I mean, they had a Charlotte Hornets team that was predicted to be the worst team in the NBA, but they came out to be the, I believe, 10th seed in the East last season. They didn't have any high expectations. They had more low expectations, and, they exceeded those. They did lose Kemba Walker, and they still did pretty good without him, which was very surprising. Obviously, Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier came out. PJ Washington did good. If this was the same Hornets team, I would be a little bit scared about their draft selection at the number 3, but I believe in Charlotte's draft picks because of the last 2 years of their draft picks. They've had the new general manager, Mitch Kupchak, now for about 3 years now, 3 seasons, and he's had some really good selections in the draft, especially late. He was the one that drafted Devontae Graham in the 2nd round. We traded picks to get him. We traded with Atlanta to get him in the 2nd round. We drafted Miles Bridges, PJ Washington last season. We got Jalen McDaniels as well with PJ Washington. We drafted, I think that's actually pretty much all of them. That's pretty much most of them, and Cody Martin. And I believe it was Cody Martin or Caleb Martin. It was one of them. But we picked up both those twins, and I feel like our picks have been really good for what position they have been at. Obviously, we haven't gotten like any superstar or star at those picks. It's very hard to get a selection like that at those picks, obviously. But with the number 3 pick, I'm very confident that we'll be able to get a star player at that number 3 pick. Just looking at the last 2 drafts and just looking at the selections, they've been really good. Better than any of those picks usually would be for any team, even for the Hornets. They nailed pretty much every pick, it always seems like, so far these past 2 seasons. So I could see it coming. My prediction is at the number 3 pick, if you guys did watch my last 2 videos again, is LaMelo Ball. Obviously, again, it does depend on who the Timberwolves and the Warriors take in those picks. But I do believe it will be LaMelo Ball, just looking at it so far. That's just the prediction right now, obviously. I mean, if LaMelo does not go at the 3rd pick, then it might be Anthony Edwards. I would be surprised if Anthony Edwards dropped at 3. That would be amazing. But that's if the Timberwolves pick up LaMelo Ball at the 1st pick. I'm kind of hoping that they do, so that the Hornets do pick Anthony Edwards, but I doubt it will happen. I think the Hornets will get LaMelo Ball, just looking at how it is. But obviously the Warriors, they're probably going to trade their pick. So, I mean, we'll see. I think it's either going to be LaMelo Ball or James Wiseman. I've seen James Wiseman a lot with the Hornets. I'm 50-50 on James Wiseman. I mean, we'll see. You know, his shot is really iffy, but he is a talented player, no doubt. Like, all 3 of these players are very talented. It can go either way, no doubt. It just depends on what team would go for, and I just think fit-wise and everything just going on each team, I do think at the end the Hornets would get LaMelo Ball out of all 3, just because, you know, the Timberwolves would get Anthony Edwards, the Warriors would choose James Wiseman at those picks. Otherwise, if they didn't, I would be fine with either pick. I mean, they're all 3 talented. Anthony Edwards, I mean, I don't know who's going to be the best, obviously, but I mean, I think they'll all be great players, no doubt. It just depends. We'll see, as I say again, but I'm really excited to see how this draft goes, if there might be any trades going on. It's going to be an interesting next couple months going into October. If anything happens, if nothing happens, it's going to be even more interesting going into the next draft. But my opinion will stand until something changes. I'll probably make a video on it if it changes. I stand on the 1st pick is Anthony Edwards, 2nd pick is Wiseman, 3rd pick is going to be LaMelo Ball, and then we go into the 4th and on. I'll probably be making more videos on the 4th, 5th, and so on, few picks going down the line. I really want to talk about, you know, the Chicago Bulls of the 4th pick and keep going down from there. But anyways, guys, that's my opinion. If you guys have any comments of your own or any opinions of your own, go ahead and comment below. I'd be gladly to see what you guys think. But anyways, with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a nice day. Peace.